At Prosper Beyond Brexit and Talking Tech, both the podcasts and the TV channels we have, we've constantly looked at one vital issue, and that is immigration law changes. As I speak, even with the recent government document of 132 pages, many things are still unclear and causing many firms, especially those in technology, to wonder about their future. Now, a lot of the talent that these firms employ comes from overseas, some EU countries, and some, like India, non-EU. I passionately believe that if the UK is to prosper in the post-COVID, post-Brexit era, then the technology sector, in both goods and services, will play a vital part. So how can technology businesses plan now to ensure they're able to recruit and retain the right talent? With the immigration issue in mind, I put a series of questions to the Managing Director of AY&J Solicitors, Yash Dubal. Welcome, Yash.
Hello, Malcolm. How are you?
Excellent. Lovely to talk to you. Yash, as immigration law firm of 2018, you know a lot about the impact of the new immigration laws. What do leaders of technology companies need to be doing now?
If you were to seek my one-line advice and it's very simple, is to go and get the Tier 2 sponsor license. Why do we need that? From 1st of January 2021, free movement ends. That means the European citizens, they don't have automatic rights to come and work in the UK. If you recruit any EU workers, you need to apply for a Tier 2 sponsor license now, because we are now in a late part of this year. As you know, as soon as we approach 1st January 2021, when businesses will wake up, there will be a huge rush getting the sponsor license. Home office will have a bottleneck. So if you are listening this now, just take some action, apply for sponsor license. It's not very complex. Home office is encouraging every business, if they recruit non-EU or if they expect to recruit anybody from outside the UK, they are encouraging that you should get a sponsor license. It's a simple process. It takes 8 weeks. It's not complicated. There is a small fees to pay to the Home Office. You can apply online. If it's too complicated, you can go and seek professional advice. So that's my advice. Go and get the sponsor license now.
Yeah, I take that point, because otherwise there could be business interruption, couldn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've interviewed over 90 CEOs and MDs of technology companies in the past 3 months, who are all, quite rightly in many cases, focusing on steering their business and their people through the COVID crisis. And they put Brexit on the back burner. What do you say to them? What should they be doing? And how does AY&J help?
As I said earlier, just take a step back. Yes, there is a pandemic crisis there. We are slowly getting out of it. If you just take a step back and reflect, what is your human resources need in your business on a day-to-day basis? What do you anticipate in next 6 months to a year time? Just that. If you reflect and if you say, yes, you need workers from overseas, all you need to do is just apply for sponsor license. You can search online yourself. If you are not sure, you can, of course, contact us on www.ayjsolicitors.com or speak to any professional law firm who knows Tier 2 sponsor license well.
That's simple, isn't it? You've kindly cut through all the massive, misinformation out there. What do you think, though, are the present grey areas on the new immigration plans? What should businesses be asking you and your colleagues?
The grey area is the lower skilled staff. So the construction industry, care industry will be hardest hit. There is no clarification if this new immigration route will cover those workers who are lower, on the lower skill side of it. Whether they will be covered or not. That's the gray area. Do we have any solution at this stage? No. The pressure group has to come out, let's say IOD or someone similar, to come out and then present this case to the Home Office and say, look, there are specific occupation. We should include them into shortage occupation list, and one focus is care workers. They are not covered within this new point-based system. How do we meet the demand of this care industry? So that's kind of a gray area. What should they, I mean, what businesses should do about it? Just do their own research, speak to professionals. If it's not clear, we do loads of webinars, free webinars. Go on my website, attend one of the webinars, free, full of information. Everything will be covered in those seminars and webinars. Sorry. So yeah, that's what I would advise.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, and of course I've got the URL of your website behind
Oh yes,
me
it's there. Thank you.
with the webinars. Yeah. Now, many tech companies say they will simply offshore their work and improve their remote leadership. Given this fast-changing technology world, GDPR, and a myriad of other political issues, does this make for a truly stable business strategy? Wouldn't it be better, more sensible to recruit technology talent into the UK?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been reading loads of articles. There is a lot going on, let's say, big IT companies like Amazon, Google, Facebook. They haven't stopped recruiting in-house. They do recruit, they believe, to develop leadership, to train staff. There has to be office space environment. Not everything cannot be done through offline or online. So yes, there is a need, and there will remain a need. I do work with loads of IT companies, helping them to sort out their immigration need, bringing staff from overseas. We do that day in, day out, and the demand has increased considerably. COVID crisis, yes, I understand, appreciate that, but the inquiries from my clients are increasing, bringing staff from overseas for their IT projects. And the reason is, I mean, the clear winner in pandemic is the technology. I mean, digital companies, digital businesses are the clear winners. And we are seeing increased demand of IT technocrats. And then to fulfill this human resources need, we need to bring staff from overseas, because in the UK, simply, we do not have enough IT staff to fulfill this demand. And so for that, business need to have this sponsor license, get the license, bring the staff you need from overseas, as long as they are skilled.
I love that positive news from you there. In the past, this is based upon your personal experience, businesses would interview clients on a face-to-face basis, but COVID has removed that quite firmly. Today, it's remote interviewing that dominates. But as I know from doing all these online shows, remote is hard and it lacks emotion. What are your top tips for technology businesses in effectively and efficiently carrying out a remote job interview?
Yeah, the way you can run effective job interviews, of course, you need to prepare your candidate well in advance in terms of the technology you are using. It would be nice if you can send them some training, text or video or emails as to how the technology works for them. Not everybody is technology savvy these days. And if they are, even at times, it's complicated. So train them in advance, send them what to expect. What do you expect in that online interview call, and just provide them the support. That's what they need, that assurance. That's what they need. And if you do that, I think you will be the best employer to recruit right candidate.
Excellent, yes. Yash, it's 3 wishes time. You have 3 wishes and what you would like technology companies to do to ensure they are correctly positioned to attract to the UK the right talent to ensure UK technological leadership. What are your 3 wishes?
My 3 wishes for technology companies are: I wish they open up more, they think broader. There is a lot of talent out there. You do not need to suffocate in the UK without having right talent. There are a lot of government support, grants. I work with Department of International Trade. I work with many non-government organizations. They support businesses, IT businesses, to grow and flourish. So if you open up, if you search online, there is so much support out there. So take that opportunity. That's my number 1 wish. If they can open up more, think broader, there is a lot to do. Number 2 is embrace the diversity, and inclusiveness. There is a lot you can do. I mean, 1 + 1 is equal to 2, but if you get a right person with you, 1 + 1 becomes 11.
Yeah.
I was speaking with one of my close friend yesterday in a very similar industry entrepreneur mindset, and we get along together very nice. And I was speaking with him, say, look, if we work together, we will make 1 + 1 11, not just 1 + 1 2. So yeah, create partnership, create strategic partnership, inclusiveness, diversity. That's number 2 wish. And number 3 is, just do your best. Just do your best. And when I say do your best, is aim lower enough so that you can finish and achieve that goal just little bit, maybe 10%. And once you reach there, another 10%, and exponentially it becomes huge. Like Albert Einstein said, exponential is the eighth wonder of the world. Just believe in that. Maybe 2%. If you can't do 10, just do 2%. And then 2% plus 2% of that 2% becomes much more. Just do something every single day. That's my 3 wishes for the IT businesses.
Yes, I love that. And I've always said 1 and 1 equals 3 in collaboration, but now I'm going for 11. I can do aspiration too. Yash Dubal for AY&J Solicitors. Thank you very much indeed for a very inspiring interview.
Thank you so much, Malcolm, for having me. Thank you.